Hi everyone. Today I was looking at my Etsy stats because I'm going to be doing a video about search, and so I'm kind of looking into that, and I realized that the Etsy stats are more messed up than I thought. So I thought I would come in here and show you a few things to be aware of if you're looking at your stats and thinking that it's giving you a clear picture of what's actually going on in your shop, because it probably isn't. So let's go into my Etsy shop and we'll see what is going on in there. This is my Etsy shop stats, and this morning it was even, it seems to be working now, but I'll tell you what I was seeing this morning that just made me realize this is completely messed up, and you really have to take all of these stats with a very big grain of salt. But okay, first, and I think I've gone over this in another video, this includes app traffic, which includes search. So when you go into this stat, it includes search on the app, plus pages from other places on Etsy. And that can be either desktop or app or whatever, but they lump it all in there and you can't really pick it out and say, okay, well, I'm getting this much from search or whatever. So just be aware of that this does include a lot of search. And if you look at this, you'll see search terms at the bottom of the page, and those are from search on the app. Etsy search is search on desktop on Etsy, that people type something into the search bar and they get a result. And then this is outside of Etsy SEO for Google and being an offsite ad. So really, I'm just looking at these two stats right now because this is what I was interested in as far as Etsy search goes. So let's click into this. Okay, so this is traffic on the app, which is search traffic, plus it could be, editors picks, homepage favorites, and he clicks on listings and other places on Etsy. So if your listing shows up in someone's favorites and they click on that, that's recorded here. And that can be on desktop or the app. It's not just the app for that, but it does include search on the app. So you can't look at this and say traffic in other pages on Etsy is going up, but my search is dropping, so I don't need to worry about keywords, because that's not what this means. This includes search traffic, and so does this one. So these are the two that I'm really interested in. This looks relatively stable. It looks relatively normal. So I said, let's look at Etsy search. And I have this set for the last 30 days. Now, do you really believe that I got zero traffic from Etsy search 3 days out of the last 30 days? No, I think that this is probably a reporting error, and that happens with stats. It happens all the time with Google Analytics. You just get days where it just looks really weird, because this makes absolutely no sense for my shop. I get consistent traffic. My traffic is actually up, and if I was getting absolutely no traffic for Etsy desktop search, like this is telling me, then that would make absolutely no sense. This is the kind of thing that you need to be aware of and just watch out for. If you see that something is low, or it says something's dropping, like it said that my search traffic is dropping, it could just be that it's messed up. And Etsy stats are pretty messed up because it doesn't have a clear separation of where all the traffic is coming from between this category and this one. And, it's a hot mess. So definitely just be aware of that, and don't panic if it says that you're getting lower traffic from search than usual, because it might just not be an accurate data point. Another thing to be aware of is that this doesn't include all traffic. I know that it includes Apple devices, but I'm not sure if it includes all Android devices at this point. It didn't for a while, and so it's missing a lot of information. So you just have to take the information that you have, make an educated judgment about if it makes any sense, and go from there. So I just wanted to point that out. It's very confusing, and if you're looking at your stats, there are all kinds of weird data points that Etsy throws in, and they're not being reported correctly, or they're just being over-reported or not reported at all, and it will mess up all of those numbers. So you really need to go in and look. And what was happening earlier is that I had it extended. I went into a custom sort and I extended it to 90 days, and it was giving me a completely flat line at 0, saying that I hadn't gotten any traffic from search in the last 90 days. And I know that's absolutely not true, so it was just being reported inaccurately. So if you're ever in your stats and you see something really weird like that, go away and come back in an hour, because Etsy's probably just having a brain cramp and is mixed up and is not giving you the right information. And the information that it does give you, when it is giving you the right information, isn't complete either. And no stats ever are. They're always missing something. You just have to take what they give you and do the best that you can with it. But in this case, I just wanted to point this out because those two sections for search are combined. It's a mess, and you can't really pick out how much you're being found in search because it's just reported in a weird way. So leave me any questions, give this video a thumbs up, and I will talk to you later.